Welcome back to Rimworld, and you guys have left some pretty helpful comments on last episode explaining some of the issues we've got going on here. So first things first, with the prisoner bathroom, apparently they can't just go through wooden doors, which I didn't realise. Apparently a way around it would be to download like a locking mod or something like that and allowing prisoners to access it, or alternatively, in the hygiene misc, there is a wooden stall door, so the prisoners actually can't use the bathroom right now, and apparently this will also, hopefully, prevent our colonists accessing that as well, so that sounds pretty great. Now, the other major issue we've got is that the whole groundwater pumping thing, I actually got these backwards. I thought that this was the thing, basically this accesses the water, and they're all overlapping. I thought this was the other thing, essentially, which is why I built them backwards. But I don't think it matters anyway, so the comment actually said we'd need more pumps per well, which is what I thought I was doing, but I'm an idiot and can't read. But I actually think that we won't get any more out of it adding any more pumps anyway, if I'm understanding this right. So the ground capacity of the water here is 1,236 litres per day. The pumps can only manage 1,500 litres per day anyway. So adding another pump isn't going to do anything because this first pump is already pumping up all the water that this can provide. So I think it's more the case that we have to build wells elsewhere. And it's been suggested to me to use the wind pump. Apparently the wind pumps, obviously like wind turbines, require a slight amount of clearance there. However, they are much, much better. They can pump 3,000 litres per day, whereas the pump that we're using here can only get 1,500 litres a day. So it's doubling it, essentially. So if we can fit it in around here, that would be ideal. But seeing as this one, again, only has 1,300 litres a day, I'm not sure it's worth it. Oh, unless it's dividing that between the 3 wells, which could be the case. Anyway, well, we'll dismantle these anyway, because we've got to dismantle them, and I'll sort of work with it and sort of see if we can't crack the code to this hygiene mod, because it's, I will admit, it is, although I don't understand it, it is fairly ambiguous anyway, what half of this crap could mean. It is fairly confusing when your electric pump is the thing that does the pumping, and the well doesn't actually provide any water unless you pump from a well, which doesn't make a huge amount of sense anyway. At least how I understand it. Anyway, let's go and grab these and remove them, and then we'll see. I assume the capacity will go up then if we remove these other wells. Yes, that is the case. Okay, good. So we'll remove these, which takes up to 2,000 per day. Then we'll remove this and we'll replace it with the wind pump, which in theory should allow us to access all of that. We could put it on the river. That would work, right? I don't see why it wouldn't work. I would love to be able to fit it in here somewhere. Either that or we move the well, which isn't exactly a big deal either. We can't really move it upriver though, and the only other place to get water from is here, which means we'd have to get rid of a turbine, which actually isn't too much of a big deal in hindsight because we've got a watermill generator spot prepared. So we'll put down the watermill generator, we will get that wired up, which only requires 8 steel, then 96 wood. A lot of people are still asking for a tree farm, and I still disagree that the amount of effort it takes to set up a tree farm is not as much as the effort it is just to go over here and cut down some trees, because obviously they grow back in the wild naturally. And seeing as we're moving away, we're in a post-wood world now, which is the story of my life, really, but we're moving away from that, obviously, into granite construction. And we're using wood almost exclusively just for furniture, but even then, we don't need it for the furniture either. I'm just choosing to build it out of that because it's the easiest that we've got right now. So we only need a little bit more wood just to get this turbine set up, and then after that, we're probably never going to use... Oh, insect jelly is a dangerous food type. I actually didn't know that you could get food poisoning from insect jelly, but I guess in hindsight it does make sense. Somebody also pointed out I left this door uncarpeted, which I think is really funny, and I kind of wanted to leave it, but actually it's annoying me as well, so I'm on board with you on that one. Unfortunately, we've got a long time to wait for our cotton harvest, because our last cotton harvest got blight, I think it was. I don't entirely remember at this stage. It wasn't ideal, whatever it was. So we did have enough wood for that, didn't we? I remember we got quite a... Yeah, we got a load last episode, so that's nothing to worry about. That needs more cloth, that needs more cloth, and unfortunately, there's no real way to get that short of, you know, traders. Oh my god, speaking of which, why the hell have I not built on the mic? Oh, probably because we only just recently got microelectronics in hindsight. Why haven't I built a comms console yet? I think we want to put that somewhere central to the base. We could put it in here. That would make sense, kind of. Not really, but I mean, it does fit there, which is fine. Right, let's wire it all in. And then let's hopefully get in touch with some trade ships who might be able to sell us some more convenient things rather than waiting for trade caravans to turn up. I don't know why I didn't prioritize doing this beforehand. Alright, so we also want to put down a trade beacon inside our stockpile because we've got a lot of spare stuff to sell here. And then obviously we're going to open this all up as well to allow us to be able to craft a bit more stuff. Sorry, I've got something in my throat and it's absolutely killing me. Or I just probably need a drink, which is more likely because my room is boiling right now. Alright. And your grunt is no longer capable of walking. So she is over her mental breakdown. She was catatonic for a few days. I'm assuming, yeah, catharsis has put her right up to the top there. Bedrooms are still a top priority. Jonah's got a bed, so Erica and Charles Let me just try and mark who's got a bed here. So Erica and Charles are good. Obviously, Jilp is good. Setsuko and Grump are good. So I'm gonna go Erica, Charles are good. Grump is good. Setsuko is good. Jonah and Enji have a bed. Anya doesn't have a bed at all then. Am I right in thinking that? So we'll convert this one back to a non-medical bed for a time being, just until we get some more bedrooms, which is exactly the whole point of this this digging that we've started doing here and there. Now, Charles, if you could have a bath, was not what I was about to say. I was going to say, Charles, if you could maybe get on with the turbine at some stage, but these people are delivering resources, I assume? Hauling... Oh, they're moving their trunks out of the way. Okay, good. That's fine by me. Right, let's put the speed up a little bit, and let's get Charles working on... Oh, no, was that Jilp I saw doing that? I was hauling components, right? It was Grump there. Let's get Charles working on this as well, or whoever the hell is our builder at this stage. I've kind of lost the track of who was our builder. Was it not Jonah? Oh, our builder was Man, and Man is no longer a man. He is dead, unfortunately. Right, let's get you working on this one, because power is very important. This insect jelly was not worth it. This is just straight up getting us killed, huh? That was a waste of time. I was like, oh, it's probably a good thing, you know, it gives him a little mood boost and that type of thing, but nope, that was horrible. That was a gamble I should not have taken. Right, let's move that up there, and then we also want to get this... I'm not sure what we're going to do about the water mill. So our groundwater supplies are generally in this area, which means okay, so get this turbine up first. Let's get that built. That will cover the power that these two are generating, almost. I think it will in the long term, and obviously we've got more batteries as well. Joe, what are you doing? Feeding insect jelly to Lena. Is there actually no one else that can do that right now? Yes, there is. Jilp, you are no longer on wardening, because I'd really like you to get this done so we can sort out the water issues. Building wooden bridge. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Right, let's put the speed up, because that's going to take him probably quite a fair amount of time here. Are all the resources in that yet? Yes, they are. Okay, right. You get this done, and let's get this water dealt with immediately. Alright, so that's going to solve our power issues, I hope. It's going to give another 1100 watts, which isn't quite a good replacement for both of these. We can always put down another wind turbine elsewhere or another solar panel or something like that. It is going to be enough to keep us going for some time. Alright, then let's get rid of this wind turbine. And let's replace it with, if we go into hygiene. Was it hygiene? Yeah, it was. Wind pump. And then we just want to put that somewhere else. And obviously that means we can expand the farms out a little bit as well. Not that I'm too concerned about expanding out the farms, but hey-ho. Alright. Now, do those need to be plumbed together? Is it plumbing? I thought they just had to be adjacent, perhaps. So we can actually put it there and more or less save most of our farms as well. So I'm going to put it there and we'll sort of see if that works. But again, I'm not sure whether you, again, have to plumb these together or not. Plus, our water supply is then central to the base, which is kind of nice as well. Oh, I was also told that don't bother with this. The whole point of this is to make... well, I think gunsmithing probably wouldn't hurt. Oh, we didn't get a multi-analyzer yet. That would actually be a much better first step. Right, multi-analyzer is on board. 4,000. I always thought the multi-analyzer was really cheap. I thought it was like 500. Has that been rebalanced? Oh man, that's huge. Anyway, we'll go for that next. Essentially, that other research we were going for last time for the industrial size sort of water tanks, that type of thing, that was aimed at just larger water towers, you know, better water storage, that type of thing. Not so much water pumping. You can get wells that are apparently immune to disease, but that's not entirely relevant. We've got no issues with that right now anyway. Right, cargo pods. What have we got over here then? We'll send Anya over because she is a night owl, so she might as well go and check. We've got pirate merchant as well. Sally Partners. Let's see if they've got starvation. Starvation? Oh. Starvation. Yeah, no, you're right on that one. Well, okay, so tomorrow, we're off hunting team. If there are any animals on the map, hang on. Psychoid leaves, we can eat those. I mean, that is absolutely useless, thank you, okay. I'll just let you go back about your business. Where are the animals? I need Jilp. Get over here. We all need a bit of Jilp, but I need Jilp especially right now. Grump and Charles. Let's go hunting, my boys. We could do with some food urgently. Horses? Tasty, tasty horses. What are they? Horses. They are horses, right. Drafted hunt. Kill them all. No, drafted hunt. Kill them all. 10 out of 10. Oh, that's good. Now they're going to head over to us, which is going to save us. Did you just shoot Charles in the head? Shot in the brain by a buckshot pellet. Oh, combat extended is pretty funny at times. Alright, immediately go to a medical bed and get yourself pat. He's dead in 19 hours, so you can get himself home. I'm not too concerned about that. Hey, Charles, bed rest. No, don't bother with that. I want you to go and rest. Prioritize resting until healed. Go, get out of here. Right, let's get these horses hauled and eaten. Right, we'll mark just people to come and haul these, and whoever is set to haul urgently will come and do that. These guys can go and carry on with the hunt. A man down. We just Dick Cheney Charles. I can't believe it. Ooh, donkeys, turkeys, full on muff. Okay, that's fine. Let's take a look. We've got some deer over here as well. Some nice lean venison. This is a good hunt. Well done, my friend. Oh, llama. Llama are famously the best of meats. The meat of kings, they refer to llama as. No one's ever called a llama that ever in their lives. Alright, please don't shoot one another this time. Good shot. That'll teach him. Buckshot is apparently good for hunting, huh? I mean, I think that's sort of the name of it. Buckshot. I think that's where that comes from. I'm not sure. I'm not American. Alright, let's put the speed up a little bit. How's Charles doing? Has he been treated to? No, he's actually not even home yet. Erica, I need you to tend to Charles. Come and get ready to prepare for operation. Does she have the medicine in her backpack? She does. Right, let's get her into position. You can make it, Charles. Donkey revenge, don't really care too much. Charles, you're very, very slow. I mean, I can forgive him a little bit because he's been shot in the goddamn head by buckshot. Blood loss minor. You're fine. Nothing, genuinely nothing to worry about here. Just get him into bed while those guys go and hunt for a while. Alright, you can tend to Charles. Already tended to Charles. She's going to get medicine again. Why are you doing this? Is it because I've said... No, we haven't got any higher priority medicine, though, have we? I don't understand why she's not using it out of the backpack still. Right, I need to work out why this is happening. Because it needs to be solved right now. What if we drop it on the floor? Would she then tend to Charles? There we go. It's not very practical, but I suppose it works. It's still not ideal, though, is it, huh? Kind of hope that... Maybe she doesn't check her own inventory first? Is he okay? We've got him patched up. Okay, he's good. Nothing to worry about there. Alright, how are you guys doing? Let's get this all hauled urgently. Oh, that's a good hunt. We got a lot of stuff here, huh? Right, that's going to last us a couple of days, I think. Anything else worth killing? Probably not worth it if it's this far away from the base. No, definitely not. Okay, you guys are on draft. Reload and go and haul something home then. Grump, I told you to haul something home. Thank you. Consuming horse meat. Just going to eat some raw horse because they're that hungry. Unbelievable. Setsuko. Let's get you butchering as soon as possible. I imagine, yeah, I was going to say, I imagine they're already eating raw flesh because they're just that desperate. I'm not going to stop them. I'm not going to stop them because there's going to be so much micro just for a couple of... Oh, Grump. Malnourished. It doesn't matter. He's already gone crazy. Fine. Who's he going to dig up then? Hauling Lucas escapee. Do not let Jilp hear about this. He will murder you all. So we need to get this pump set up as well. We're still not... We still have some water. I mean, that's quite a lot. 167 liters is a lot of water. But it's not an ideal amount. What if we just, like, forbid that? We can't. Well, I guess Lucas is getting dug up for the 5th or 6th time there. If you could... No. You go ahead and haul Lucas again for me. Thank you. Well, that was almost a big problem there. He's no longer having a corpse obsession. That's always good. Please stop sleeping in the freezer. Like, actually anywhere is better than that. Let's just put down some backup sleeping spots as well as building, I think, another bed. Right, let's put you next to the heater. There you go, like a house cat. All right. So Jilp is currently How is it taking Setsuko this long to get this donkey back? Is she, like, injured? Oh, she's got a prosthetic leg. That explains why it's taking so long. Oh, well. I'll let them eat raw for a while. I don't really care too much. Oh, Barbara has gone berserk because he's malnourished. Aren't we all? That's my fault. I need to keep a closer eye on the... I'm just so used to having so many crops. I think a couple of episodes ago it spoiled me a little bit because we had just way too much food. And now, obviously, we clearly don't even remotely have enough. Why can't you cook 4 simple meals? Prioritize butchering. It might be because it's more down to the fact that we just don't have enough meat for 4 meals. That's probably way more likely. Okay, let's get some butchering done. And then, there we go, prioritize cooking. Okay, that was... Suppose that rage just comes to an end. Sorry, that made me laugh. Okay. Right, put him back into bed, for the love of God. Grumped out with that. He was not taking any shit from these guys. Get him back into bed. Erica, I need these people tending to stat. Reserved by Grump. Get over here and go here and save them. There we go. We're good. Right, Erica is hauling alpaca. Queued stabilizing. No. I need you to tend to them right now. Fuck the alpaca. Thank you. She's on it. We should be fine from this. It's just a little bit of box shot. I mean, that's fine. It was in the neck as well. Everybody... I mean, it's quite easy to survive being shot in the neck with a shotgun. It's not like that would be lethal. Okay, yeah. How about those meals? Oh, she's just going to butcher everything first. No, let's prioritize cooking at the stove, I think. Right, well, that should solve that problem. Now, who's our other chef? That is Anya. Anya, if you could also do some cooking as well. That would be very, very nice of you. Jilp is working on the water, which is obviously great news there. Grind capacity, 2,616. This can get a maximum of 3,000, so I don't think that's too terrible. Need more steel. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Right, let's mine some steel then, Jilp. You go and get those dug out straight away. And let's get some meals. So what are we doing? We are still cooking 80 meals at a time. I need to keep a very close eye on the hunting. That blight really did do a number. A lot of long-term damage. I sort of hand-waved it away and dismissed it, but it turns out that was a little more lethal than I gave it credit for. Right. Okay, how are we doing in terms of this then? Have we got enough yet? 13 out of 18. No, we're going to need both of those, unfortunately. Kind of sucks, but hey, what can we do? Alright, so we'll get that, and then that is hopefully going to... Nice, okay. And who's got minor break risk ×2? So Jonah and NG. Jonah, what's up with you, my guy? Rebuff by Erica. I can't do anything about that. That's your own fault. -14 is your own goddamn fault. Minor pain from what? Bite scar again. I can't really do much about that. NG, how are you doing? 8 raw food, hungry, insulted, slightly wet, decent barrack. Well, don't go outside then is the simple answer to that. There you go. That's going to solve her problem. So actually, out of all of that, considering they were eating raw meat there for a while and have no water, the mood's pretty good, I will say. It's only Jonah that's in any sort of risk at all, and that's because he can't keep it in his pants, is essentially the be-all and end-all of that one. Right, let's get some lights down, because apparently they don't like being in darkness, which is understandable, really. Put a light there. We'll put a light... I'm going to be honest, it looks pretty lit to me. I don't think it looks that dark. I mean, maybe these wall lights are not as good as I'm giving them credit for. I mean, he's lit 50%. I mean, I don't know what else you expect of me, my guy. Oh, it's only ever 50% with these lamps. I think a standing lamp in the middle of the room might help out with that significantly. Alright, so let's go furniture. Just put on a single standing lamp. Wait, don't they have quite a high wattage in the base game? 30 watts. Actually, that's not too bad. We haven't got the steel for it right now anyway. So do we plumb these together? Like, I have no idea how this works. Plumbing. Yes, we do. Alright, well, that's answered that question. And then we can bring this down here, and I'm going to run it through that wall just to avoid the beauty malice that comes from those as well. Jilp, what are you doing? Washing in the lake? Of course you are. Are we really that low on water, in your opinion? Now, I think, maybe, how much can these hold? How much can they hold in terms of capacity? Am I blind? Doesn't say. Maybe it says on this one. Water tower just can hold X amount. I honestly don't know. Right, I'm not blind, am I? Description, beautiful. No, it doesn't say. Okay, that's fine. Nothing to worry about. I was kind of hoping it would tell us the actual amount of water it held so that I could... Is that out of 2,800? Honestly, don't know. Just so that we could get an idea for how much we needed. But I guess that's kind of irrelevant now, huh? Okay, so diplomatic marriage. Word of Jonah's charm. So we can potentially ally with the Orange Raven Vieira. Or Varia. Varia, I think is how you might say that. No? I'm going to postpone that. We're not going to say immediately no, because what is Jonah like? Besides being a crowd, well, he's a good diplomat. No, I can't. I can't send him away. He's actually far too good for what he does here. An intellect is exactly what we need in colony at this stage. Right, how much power have we got spare? 530 at 600. We've got a grid excess of 1,200 watts. We can connect to our research bench now and actually start getting some research done, which I think is long, long overdue here. So let's extend this cable a little bit. Get it put together. How long until... Ooh, Mystical Shaman. Claims they can cure anything. We're not going to do that. Let's not worry about that right now, thank you. Alright, I mean, a little bit more steel. Where is there some steel, then? We mined all the stuff out of there. Oh, there's a little bit more outside. I'm actually going to go cancel this for now. Or we could just prioritize it, I guess. Who was our top miner? Because we did have someone who was incredibly good. Setsuko, the geologist, is cooking meals. I'm going to have you mine for now. We need the water. We need the water in hindsight. There's me like, oh, do we need meals more or do we need steel? No, we actually do need water to live. That's fairly essential. So we're going to get these hopefully hauled over pretty quickly here, and that should plumb that in. Jilp? Jilp, what are you doing? Building power conduit. Oh, you know, that's also fine. Yeah, no, ignore me. There we go. So now we've definitely got more than enough power for our other conduit. And then he's going to plumb it all in, and hopefully that's going to solve our problems. Fingers crossed that's how this works. Alright, are we... That looks good. That looks very good. I think we're fine. Oh, thank God. Water problem is solved. Food problem is solved. This is great. Okay, we're back on track then. Sorry, that was some mismanagement from the previous episodes there catching up with us. But I think now that that's dealt with, we shouldn't have anything to worry about realistically. Okay, how are our prisoners doing? So I'm going to send Setsuko in here just to quickly go and check up on them, seeing as Setsuko is in the area. We do have a warden, don't we, set up? We absolutely do. How are you two doing then? Health, just some bruises there from where she was beaten up by the berserk guy. Prisoner has only 8.3 resistance left. That's pretty good. You need to be... Do we want to keep you? You've got bruise scar, bite scar, old gunshot, so you're always going to be... Yeah, mind shatter. I've never seen that before. Slept on ground. Why are you sleeping on ground when there are 4 other beds? For the love of God, go carry him to an actual bed. Probably because he can't move right now, huh? Do we want to keep you? Are you any good? Cooking is okay. Animals is good. Intellectual is fine. A good backup researcher. If you're incapable of nothing. Undergrounder is good. Depressive is not. And incapable of dumb labor. Ugh. I don't know. I'll let the comment section decide on that one. I personally might not... I don't think I would take that person, personally. I don't think I'd want them on board the colony, because they seem a little bit crappy. But hey, power is solved, water is solved, food is solved. I'm very happy with what we've done. And we've got our table down as well, our comms console here. So the question is, how long is it going to take to get this multi-analyzer done, then? That's a great question. Another research bench would help out massively, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be a real great get. So I'm going to mine out. We also need to move up some mining orders, I think. So there's a lot of mining that needs to be done very, very quickly so that we can get some more bedrooms. So what I'm going to do is mine this out. In fact, we're going to have to mine all of this out. Put another research table down, and hopefully we can get multi-analyzers done a lot quicker. Then we've also got some backup research tables, because we've got a lot of good researchers, apparently, like a fair amount. Especially if we recruit this other guy in the prison, too. So I'm happy to keep these around. Normally I'd remove them, but there's no reason to, is there? They only seem to provide a benefit. How long until this cotton's done? Because it really is bothering me that we've got all this recreation that we can't finish because of cotton. There was a pirate trader that I actually didn't get a chance to check, so we were too busy hunting and, you know, not starving to death, which is kind of a shame. But, yeah, this is nice. Now, I did see a comment, and I like the idea. Why not, like, triple block this wall up? Like, make it 3 blocks thick to defend against sappers. Why not force all the enemies to walk down the river and attack us via this way? I mean, it's a great question. The question is, can they actually get down the river? Because we've got the mod that makes water impassable, chest-deep water impassable, which I didn't think was... make ending game easier. In fact, I only think it's made it harder, because it's made it very difficult to deal with these guys, who have to move very, very slowly. And of course, if you want to navigate the river, it's also kind of a pain in the ass here. I think that would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Diverting them through the river, and then if we open this up a little bit, we've got like a straight shooting range down. Then the comments are also pointing out we could use all this for farmland. And it is a big waste of land there, just using a big old kill box for it. So I do like that idea. And the river would naturally slow them down quite a lot. The issue is, there's not many good points to shoot them through. How would we do it? So what I would probably do then, can we build it? We can build in the chest deep water. What I would do is funnel them through a very, very small entrance, similar to a kill box. Let's think here. So they have to go through the chest deep water. Or they have to not go through the chest deep water. So I do something like that. Let me think about how we're going to deal with this. If this is a bad idea, please let me know. But I like the plan, which is why I'm up for it. So we want to do something like that, and we want to do something like that. That's going to force them to come to this very, very small gap. Now what we could do is open this area up here. Open this area up here if I can find the mining tool. Well, actually, we'll plan it. So we'll do something like that. Open this area up kind of maybe significantly. So it's like that. That will be our kill box, inverted commas. Or we could even open it up to that extent as well. So it's equal on both sides. That will be our kill box. And then we'll put like an embrasure wall roughly here. And then we'll be shooting at people coming through a river. Because that's going to slow them down massively, I think. So that could be very, very good. The only downside to this, though, is that we'd have to... We could put a sandbag there. That's not a problem. And sort of force them to come around the corner. Because from what I've been told, and as long as this is still true... enemies can't... Oh, wait, is that chest deep water there? This may all be falling apart. Yeah, that is chest deep moving water. So we'd have to... That's also... Oh, shit. I'll plan this out between episodes. I will plan this out after you guys have told me whether or not it's a good idea. But that's the sort of thing I had in mind for that. I think it would give us a lot of extra land to build on and to use for farming or to use for bedrooms or for whatever. So in my opinion, that's a good idea. And I do like the idea of filtering them through a river. I just think that's a fun little defensive feature that's probably quite uncommon. So it'd be kind of fun. Anyway... in terms of mining, then, we've got a lot of mining to do and not many miners. So what I'm going to say, then, is Setsuko is cooking, top priority, then mining. And that should be... Oh, no, we did that way so that she did... so let's lower delivering. So she'll butcher. Then if she can't butcher, she'll plant cut. Let's lower that. She'll butcher, and then she'll immediately move on to cooking. If she can't cook, she'll mine. That's better. Now, who's good at mining as well? It's Jilp. Oh, man. Okay, so Jilp will deconstruct and construct. If he can't do that, he'll mine. And if he can't do that, he'll move on to tailoring, which we don't really need because we've got a good tailor. In fact, I'm going to take him off of that entirely. Smelting? I mean, it's not relevant. We're not going to be smelting anything anytime soon, I would say. So then he'll be crafting. Again, he's not a very good crafter. I'd rather have research a little bit higher up and have him do less jobs overall. So he's going to be our primary builder and a secondary miner. That seems pretty good. I think we get a lot more mining done now that I've juggled those jobs around a little bit. Because delivering, although seems like a fairly minor job, they're just taking resources to things to be built. We're generally building quite a lot, you know. So that's going to take up quite a fair amount of their time, I think. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if we get a little bit more mining done. We've got a lot of mining designated. So what I'm going to do is cancel the steel. Let's cancel this. I want bedrooms done before we do absolutely anything else, because that's the thing that's really slowing us down here, huh? That's really not helping us out. So let's get these bedrooms dealt with. Let's move our colonists into their new rooms. That will keep, you know, obviously moods up quite significantly, but much better than they are right now. What are we building right now, huh? Oh, we're mining this out. Bedrooms come first. I'm going to say cancel that, come back to that later. I will put a plan there instead to remind myself to do that in the future. I need to use the planning more because I'm very much I don't know if you noticed, it's very much an in the second type of player. You know, the only thing I can focus on is what's is happening right now. I blame that on commentary, you know. I'm not like that when we're not playing, but well, when we're not recording. But during the recording, you know, I need something to actively talk about, so I generally only focus on one task because that's the subject of discussion. But this is good. I think this is going to help out a lot, actually, having a lot of decent bedrooms. Just because, you know, not only will it make them more comfortable, but the mood buff as well, the permanent mood buff for having a nice bedroom. Grump is just on cloud 9. Catharsis. Oh, because obviously he had that corpse obsession. So it wasn't for that. If we minus 40 off of that, I'd still say he's definitely above his mood, isn't he? 35% till minor break. I think he's doing okay. And how long till man dying wears off? We've still got a long time on that. Actually, we've got ages on that. Jesus. All right, keep these meals coming. What I'm going to say, don't bother with lavish meals. We have not got the resource for it. In fact, I might also want to say, no fine meals. I would rather be mining and not have to worry about the +3 mood or whatever we get from that. So let's fucking forget that. Party. Erica is throwing a party. That's good news. That's great for mood as well. You know what? You go and attend that party. We should probably do the party gathering spot in the living room rather than an actual bedroom. So let's put one of those down. Party spot. Yeah, party in front of the hoopstones. Go to the party spot. I don't think they can because... Oh, wait, we're out of water again. Is this not working? Pump capacity. Pipe pump ground capacity. Maintenance. Is that blocked by wind turbine? What do you mean blocked by... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. So even though they don't actually touch, because there is these 2 squares of blank, how would that affect that? Okay. Whew, let's hope we can reinstall one of these. We can't. I think it's a lot cheaper to move this one than it is to move the other one. I didn't realize that. I actually had no idea. That's a little bit bullshit, because that's not interrupting that. You're talking nonsense there, but we'll get this done as soon as possible there. Okay, so now actually no, don't deconstruct that. Deconstruct this thing. Let's get that done. Thank you very much. Prioritize deconstructing. That's very annoying. That's genuinely horribly annoying, because now I'm not sure we've got enough steel to rebuild the goddamn thing. So I think we get about what 75% or something nonsense like that. Yep. Okay, we need some more steel now. Great. This fucking game. Alright, Jilp, I'm going to keep you awake because you've got a better mood. Well, actually, your mood's basically as good as Setsuko. Obviously, Setsuko's doing a little bit better now because we're forcing Jilp to work. I'm going to have him mine this, and then when he's done that, we're immediately going to go and build that wind turbine, just because I can't have another episode of water problems. Right, stop. Build the wind turbine. No. What are you doing? Where did that extra steel come from? We couldn't do that a second ago. Okay. You know what? Again, no. Sometimes, Rimworld, you baffle me. You confuse me. I don't understand. I'm not going to pretend to ever understand. These things, they just happen. We got some more steel from somewhere. Maybe we hit like a cache of it. Anyway, is that working? Are we now good? We're good. Okay, right. We're fine now. Holy shit. Thank God for that. We've actually got 1,000 litres of water. Right. To recap, electricity sorted. Water is sorted. I'm not lying this time about that. Food is almost grown, by the way. Rice is looking very, very good. It's almost time for the rice harvest. Well, we did actually just get a rice harvest. Well, that's great. 61. It's not a huge amount. We've got plenty of meals in storage. 80 meals in storage there. Grump has an inspiration with our next trade deal, which is good because, you know, obviously we've got a con bench. I was going to say, why did I have Jilp trying to trade when we've got Grump the socialist? Blocked drain. Where's all our water gone? Is that still not enough water? Are you joking? Oh, man. So baths actually use up a shit ton of water. What madman who made this mod thinks that baths use like 200 liters of water to run? Oh, God, and now we're out of... Well, gonna be honest. That's annoying. That's genuinely very, very annoying. We could put another well up here, I guess, and connect it all up. So how does that work? They just what? As long as this has got... So piped pump. I still don't understand entirely how this works, I'm going to be honest. So we could build, what, another well here and not have to worry about connecting it up to a pump because this one has an excess of pumping available to it? I'm not entirely sure. But we'll try it because it couldn't hurt because we're still kind of low on water. Because apparently baths in this take up 1,000 litres to fill up. Jilp, please. You were so close to having that finished. Right, is this one working? Do we know? I have no idea how you know if these... I mean, it looks like we're getting more water. What about this particular well? Does it say? But I mean, it does seem to be... Yeah, look, 7,051 litres a day now. Okay. Piped pump / ground capacity. Okay, so the ground capacity has gone up. I think we're good now. I don't know. I'll let you guys... I don't understand this mod. I'm not going to pretend to understand this goddamn mod. Because it's very, very vague. Oh. So no, we are gaining water. It just shows that if you're below a certain threshold. Right, okay, I'll assume it's working. I thought that it used up all the water instantly, and that's what shows when you're out of water. No, that just shows at low water. But we seem to be more than breaking even here. And thank God we've got ourselves another colonist here. Who was that we just recruited? Grunt promised Lena. There she is, of course. How could I miss her? Unit, let's put it that way. Clean. That's nice to know. Good for you. Why have the prisoners got a bath? Get rid of this. Let's reinstall it. Let's not waste this. Let's uninstall this. The prisoners don't need a bath. Give them, like, a shower. I assume that will use a lot less water as well. Let's get rid of that and build them something a bit more energy efficient, water efficient. Shower does not require a sewage outlet. Fantastic. And again, I assume that's, like, very low usage, right? So we'll go... No, silver shower. Absolutely not. Who do you... Sky steel. What is it, blue? That's kind of cool. We'll just put down a regular old steel shower. Again, I assume that we use less water. This mod likes to obfuscate things a little bit. Right, get rid of that. Build the shower. I think, as weird as this sounds, and as clunky as this episode has been, actually a lot has got done. Power is solved. Food is solved. Harvest is in. You know, stockpiles expanded. Bedrooms are dug out, ready to be built in next episode as soon as possible. I think we've achieved a lot. And all it took was pausing the game and actually thinking about things for a second. And that's all that matters sometimes in life. 7,000 litres a day. I'll take that. Again, I'm not entirely sure if this is working. I have absolutely no... Well, I mean, it should be, because it looks like it's working. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. Fingers crossed it's working. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments if it's not anyway, because this mod is, yeah. Thank you for the patrons for making this series possible. Speaking of which, we are very, very close to a goal, which I'm opening a PO box, and I'm going to make some content about what people have sent me. And people have threatened to send me some very strange things. So we're like $10 off that right now. So if that type of thing interests you, if you want to see that series happen, take a look at that. Just chuck $1, and I think between like a few of us, we can probably get that done. I'm taking on a lot of the cost for the PO box myself, so it's not like I'm going to get anything out of this, besides the garbage people send me in the post. So... just thought it'd be kind of fun for a new series. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Thank you for watching. Let's give a shout out to all of the patrons who made this stuff possible in the first place. A big thank you to Justin Wallace, Harik, Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel, Sidini, Conspire T, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Escape, Facundo Vasquez, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Michael Mullen, Necrophilim, Palvis Presley, Sean Thornton, Smirtworm, Tom Terror 18, Bacchus, Wolfsen, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support of the Insanity levels on Patreon. Thank you for making this series possible in the first place. And thank you for allowing the channel to continue, regardless of what YouTube decides to do with things behind the scenes. And thank you as well to Gray, Nathaniel Limburg, Luana Thomas, Asaro, Betimus Max, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunconny217, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Icy the Great, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Johan DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Nathan Flores, Matthew, Nick, Panther Pearl, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, Sir Thor the Swede, Shari, Wolfie, Zico, and in person, Sidini, Fraser Brennan, Noah Gallimore, and the Insane Pickle 2. Thank you for all your support.